Hey, so just completed a 3-mile training run for the Falmouth road race. Check the weather, it's 82 degrees, very humid. The real feel is 101. So it was a fun time, but it's all worth it because this year I'm running for my buddy James Andrews, who sadly passed away in April. And I miss him and was trying to think of a way to honor him. And this year I'll be dedicating my Falmouth road race run to James. So despite the grueling heat, despite how disgusting I am right now, it'll all be worth it after I finish those 7 miles for you, buddy. I met James about 5 years ago. He attended the ARC's Pathways to Possibilities program, and I forget how we got to talking, but I just remember him rattling off all kinds of facts about the history of the South Shore of Boston. I really admired his memory, and for whatever reason we clicked, and soon after that he would start coming to my office to hang out, and then eventually he was coming to hang out in my office almost every day. He told me about his many interests. He was an avid photographer. We both talked about the Three Stooges and Dragon Ball Z, two shows we enjoyed. He had an encyclopedic knowledge about local history, local trains and tracks, and old antique collectibles, especially bottles and coins. I'd Google pictures of old antique bottles and quiz him about them. He could almost always name the company that made them and the date the bottle was made, and I could confirm it on Google. He really loved trains and was an advocate for developing modern train routes using unused but existing tracks. One time we called the president of the Train Riders Northeast together, and James grilled him about a railway extension being researched to go north of Portland, Maine. I think he regretted answering our call because James was relentless in pushing for answers about the status of the project. There was another funny time that James came to my office. He was all excited because he heard the governor of New Hampshire, Chris Sununu, approved a research project to look into extending some railway lines that would connect Boston to Conway, New Hampshire. He had me look up news about it on the internet, and sure enough, we found an article that Chris Sununu had, in fact, approved the project. James got so excited he jumped out of the seat and shouted, "Sununu did it again!" And after that, we had an inside joke that whenever someone did something we liked, we would say, "He did it again!" Aside from the personal stories, I'll always remember James as a larger-than-life personality that wore his emotions on his sleeve. His laugh was legendary and infectious and sounded like this.
Cheryl! I found him, Cheryl! I found him! I found him, Cheryl! I found a jelly bean!
James was a great friend because he taught me so much about all of his passions, and he made me feel like a hero for doing simple things like helping him print news articles, fixing issues on his computer, or organizing his photos on USB drives. Most importantly, he taught me the importance of taking pleasure in all of the small blessings that life can bring you, and he showed me how to better appreciate the people you are close with. I love you, James. I miss you, and I'll always remember our friendship.